Coming up next on Newswatch.
Students respond to an act of vandalism on Ohio University's campus. Middle schoolers from around the state are taking on some big world issues.
And in sports, Ohio volleyball opens NCAA tournament action tonight against BYU. Newswatch starts right now.
Broadcasting live from WOUB TV in Athens. This is Newswatch.
At Ohio University are responding to an act of vandalism tonight. Good evening, I'm Ann Jacob. Thanks for joining us. During Thanksgiving break, a Black Lives Matter bulletin board was torn down in Sargent Hall. Some students, including the resident assistant that put up the bulletin board, were angered by this and decided to paint a symbol on the graffiti wall for the movement. WOUB's Erica King is out there live at the graffiti wall. Erica?
Yeah, and I'm out here right now at the graffiti wall. They began painting at 5 p.m. this evening. Now, the RA Brittany Mitchell, who made the bulletin board, says she wasn't surprised that this happened, but is grateful for all the support she's gotten this far.
It's been it's almost been overwhelming a bit. I'm surprised that it made rounds that quickly, because when I found out about it, I was at home, so I had no idea. My residents would send me pictures. I was getting tagged in tweets and everything. It was really awesome. I'm really happy with the support that I've gotten so far.
And students are still out here showing their support. And now I'm here with Jalen Perkins, who organized this event. Jalen, could you tell me a little bit about what's next?
I think the next step would be just to gather other student orgs and students on campus and unify everyone just to figure out how to handle different racial injustices on campus. This was BSU's personal response to it, but I think we need to figure out how to have other responses as a group, as OU in general, and as individuals.
Thank you so much, Jalen. Now, it has been confirmed that the Black Lives Matter bulletin board, was the only bulletin board that was knocked down on Mitchell's floor that day. Now, since then, it has been put back up, and Mitchell says she plans to converse with all of her residents. Reporting live for WOUB News, I'm Erica King.
Thanks, Erica. Two Scioto County suspects are on the run for allegedly trafficking in the new bath salt drug Flocka. Timothy Brumfield and Misty Holt have warrants out for their arrest after detectives were able to seize 2 deliveries of the drug. Detectives believe the suspects were having Flocka delivered to them from other countries. It is believed Brumfield and Holt have moved to Lewis County, Kentucky. Anyone with information of the suspects' whereabouts are asked to contact the Scioto County Sheriff's Office at the number that's at the bottom of your screen. Middle school students from around the area are participating in the Southeastern Ohio Model UN tonight. The day kicked off with poster presentations highlighting countries throughout the world. Some of the students even tried their hand at making some of the food from the countries they studied. Students then broke out into small sessions. This is where the students debated resolutions for world issues. 8th grader Isaac Gardner says the Model UN is preparing him for the future.
When I am older and I have more of an impact on the world, I'd like to help by putting these resolutions that were made for a fun extracurricular activity into reality to help the rest of the world, because a lot of them are good ideas.
And the day isn't just over for the students yet. Students will be celebrating their hard work with a party tonight at the Athens Community Center. As the holiday season kicks off here in Athens, students and residents are getting ready for the festivities. However, they aren't celebrating like they normally would. Jewish student Adar Matzuba Elric says his celebration is being put on hold until after finals.
During school, it wouldn't be as stressful as finals week. I would be able to go specifically maybe to Hillel or something and celebrate with the Jewish community here in Athens and light the menorah and do stuff like that. But during finals week, it's a bit more stressful, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything like that.
Matsuba Elric says that while his plans are postponed, they haven't been derailed. He says he's looking forward to celebrating Hanukkah after he finishes his finals.
Good evening from the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm Ann Campolongo. We had a great end to the work week today with sunny skies out there. It's been a few days since we saw the sunshine, but today was beautiful. Temperatures reached the 50-degree mark today in Athens. So a mild day for your Friday, and temperatures will continue to rise. We'll have a slight warm up for the weekend, but right now across the region, temperatures still in the middle to lower 40s for some of us, even some of us cooler than that. 32 up in Columbus, 33 in Chillicothe, 43 right now here in Athens, and 44 in New Lexington. Taking a look at Athens right now, though, again, 43 degrees. We did have a slight wind out of the southwest, but we'll continue to cool down tonight as that sun sets, so temperatures will drop off into the 30s, and then finally for the mid-20s by the later part of the evening tonight. So if you are headed out, it will be cold and clear tonight. So, Ann, if you have any decorating you need to do this weekend, definitely a good weekend to do it, as temperatures will be in the 50s and we'll see lots of sunshine. So a great weekend ahead, but cold mornings.
I'll definitely be heading out there this weekend, Ann. Thank you. A 3-year-old boy is in stable condition after authorities say he accidentally shot himself in the stomach inside his Columbus home. The toddler was taken to Nationwide Children's Hospital in critical condition. Police say his mother was in the other part of the house and may have been asleep when the shooting occurred. The boy was stable after a successful surgery.
Understand, living in this neighborhood, that you want to protect yourself, but you also need to protect the children that's in the house.
The boy's mother could face child endangerment charges. Family members say the woman is pregnant and they have worried about the family's safety. Ohio officials say child support payments are being collected at a rate not seen since before the recession. Ohio Department of Job and Family Services says Ohio collected 69% of child support owed during the last fiscal year. That's higher than the national average of 64%. The state has collected $1.8 billion on behalf of more than 1 million children during the most recent federal fiscal year. Ohio's voting rules could be changing. Testimony has come to a close on a number of Republican-backed changes to the way Ohio votes in elections. The policies include getting rid of the week of early voting, where Ohioans can also register to vote. It's known as Golden Week. Opponents say the burden to the voters outweighs the benefits to the state. However, supporters say the changes are minor and Ohioans will still have many chances to cast their ballots on both sides now are expected to file their closing briefs with the court. Soil that was contaminated by the January 2014 chemical leak in Charleston and surrounding regions is set to be excavated next Monday. The contractor hired by Freedom Industries will remove up to 10,000 tons of soil. The project will approximately take 3 months. The spill into the Elk River occurred just 1.5 miles away from a water intake that serves about 300,000 people in 9 counties. As a result, residents were ordered not to use water for several days. West Virginia's Attorney General is asking the state Supreme Court to put a case on hold. It would allow a man to withdraw guilty pleas in a rape case. Last month, state justices ruled that Joseph Buffy's due process rights were violated. It happened when prosecutors failed to disclose that DNA tests exonerated him in the rape and robbery of an 83-year-old woman. Attorney General Patrick Morrisey has requested a delay while his office considers whether to appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Salvation Army is warning residents of a scammer in Huntington. They say a man is going to Huntington Homes and asking for donations for the charity. He is described as a white male in his mid-40s. The Salvation Army Huntington branch reminds residents that they do not go door to door asking for donations. And coming up on Newswatch, good news for Ohio workers. We'll take you and explain the latest unemployment numbers after the break. And the FBI continues their investigation into the deadly shooting in California. We'll have the latest coming up next when Newswatch returns.
I decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community. That's something I really value.
Ohio Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
I support one student in college with a scholarship. Just the way I want to pass on a legacy of education. I would like to pass PBS on to the next generation. I like to think that PBS is concerned with our soul. If your soul is in the right place, you're in giving back.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
William G. Porter is accused of failing to summon medics when Gray asked for help. Prosecutors say he also failed to secure the 25-year-old properly in the van. Gray's death in April after suffering a spinal cord injury set off massive protests and rioting in Baltimore. Brandon Ross, who shot one of the cell phone videos showing Gray's arrest, broke down as the video played in court. Gray's mother was also very emotional. At one point, the judge called a brief recess after she began sobbing and was escorted from court. The jury also heard testimony on proper police procedure and viewed the van Gray was detained in. And some good news on the job front. The U.S. federal government says the U.S. added 211,000 jobs in November, exceeding expectations. The unemployment rate remains at 5%, its lowest level since 2008. Analysts say the strong jobs report suggests the U.S. economy is maintaining its momentum, and it could be a sign that the Federal Reserve could raise short-term interest rates when board members meet later this month. Rates have been stuck at zero since the 2008 financial crisis. More than 100,000 Dodge Darts are being recalled. The reason? Automaker Fiat Cristal says oil could leak into a brake part that could damage the car's power braking feature. 7 accidents and 2 injuries have been blamed on the defect. The recall affects 2013 and 2014 Darts with 2-liter and 2.4-liter engines. On Wall Street today, U.S. stocks posted their biggest gain since. Here's a look at stocks of regional interest. At some point while Wednesday's attack in San Bernardino, California was underway, officials say the 27-year-old female shooter, Tasfeen Malik, posted a pledge to ISIS leader Abu Bakr.
Warmer temperatures for this weekend. I'll let you know how warmer we get and how long those pleasant conditions will stick around. All that plus your extended forecast, all next on Newswatch.
My granddaughter is named June Elizabeth, but I call her Junebug. My hope is to teach her about kindness and about the love of animals and nature. I want Junebug to have the same opportunities I had by watching PBS. My husband and I feel so strongly about our PBS station that we've included them in our estate plan. PBS is part of our values, and we want to pass it on to the next generation.
Ohio University students really have a huge sense of pride in our campus, in our school, and in our education.
People don't come to Ohio just to go to college. They come here to become a Bobcat.
It's a really unique atmosphere.
Bobcat pride is having that natural camaraderie.
Bobcats are just happy to be Bobcats.
My favorite time of year at Ohio has to be homecoming.
When the alumni come back, you can see that the love of this university doesn't fade.
Once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat.
The student body here at Ohio University absolutely is a family.
The students support one another.
You become this unit, this big, friendly family unit.
There's this connectedness.
You feel a part of something.
Driving in on the highway and just seeing the red bricks and the trees again, it's just like coming back home.
There's great students, great professors.
You just walk around campus and think, oh my gosh, I can't believe I go here.
I feel like I matter in the community, and I feel like I matter here at Ohio University.
It's home. Athens is home. My professors really care. They care about my grades, they care about my opportunities, they care about my experiences, they want me to succeed.
They give those opportunities to the students.
My professors have been extremely approachable.
Literally, their door is always open.
You can go to them with pretty much anything.
Everyone knows your first and your last name and where you sit in the classroom.
I really never feel like I'm being talked down to or just being taught material. I always feel like I'm having a conversation.
And they want to share those opportunities and those experiences with us.
Welcome back to the Newswatch Weather Center. I'm Ann Campolongo. Right now in Athens, we're at 43 degrees. We have slight winds coming out of the south-southwest at 2 miles per hour, but we're under mainly clear conditions today, and we saw an abundance of sunshine today, which helped our temperatures reach 50 degrees this afternoon. A little bit above average for this time of year, but our mornings are still chilly. This morning, our low was 26 degrees. Temperatures across much of southeastern Ohio, most of us seeing middle to low 40s right now. 33 our cold spot over in Chillicothe, as well as 32 up in Columbus, 43 right now in Athens, and 44 up in New Lexington. Taking a look at your precipcast, though, high pressure is in a dominant force for our region, so we're going to be continuing to see sunny skies for the majority of your weekend, so it's going to be a great weekend to head outside. We will reach temperatures into the low to mid 50s for some of us, so a nice mild weekend out there as that high pressure continues to dominate. So sunny skies, it'll be a great weekend to head to the tree farm if you're going to pick out a Christmas tree this weekend or decorate your house. Conditions will be great. You won't have to worry about any rain for this weekend. High pressure will slowly move off to the East Coast later in the work week starting next week. Temperatures tonight, though, we will dip down into the 20s, so a cold evening ahead. 26 your low in Athens, 27 over in Chillicothe, and 26 up in Newark. Taking a look for your Saturday tomorrow, things are looking great. Again, we'll see lots of sunshine for you on your Saturday. Starting off at 10 a.m. we'll be at 34 degrees, so a cool start to your Saturday. We could see some early fog that will slowly burn off as the morning works its way through. But other than that, we'll see mostly sunny skies for your Saturday by 45 degrees for you by noon, and then warming up to 50 by 2 p.m. So a nice Saturday shaping off. Temperatures across the region, though, most of us seeing low to mid 50s tomorrow, 51 in Chillicothe and a 52 up in Cambridge. Taking a look at your evening tonight, though, clear and cold for you for this evening. If you're headed out Friday night, 8 p.m. will be at 36 degrees, 29 by midnight, and then dropping down to the mid-20s by 3 and 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tonight, though, we'll be down to 26 degrees, mostly clear skies, a cold evening ahead, and then taking a look at your Saturday, 54 degrees, so nice mild Saturday, mostly sunny skies out there, a great weekend to head outside. Definitely no problems if you have any outdoor plans for your weekend. And here's your 7-day forecast. 54 for you on Saturday, 55 on Sunday, and then our next chance of rain comes Monday, but very, very slight chances of rain, and then temperatures drop a little bit for your Monday and Tuesday next week. And over to you.
Thanks, Ann. One of the attackers posted an ominous message during the shooting attack in San Bernardino, California that killed 14 people. The FBI is investigating it as terrorism. Paul Verkaman has the details. Sorry for the technical difficulty. We'll bring you that story right now.
At some point while Wednesday's attack in San Bernardino, California was underway, officials say the 27-year-old female shooter, Tashfeen Malik, posted a pledge of allegiance to ISIS leader Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
As of today, based on the information and the facts as we know them, we are now investigating these horrific acts as an act of terrorism.
Officials have not said how they know she made the post, only that Malik's statement was made under a different name and that the attacks may have been inspired by ISIS. Terrorism analyst Paul Cruikshank explains.
So this is a very significant moment. Unfortunately, ISIS are going to take ownership of this, I would believe, in a big way. They'll use it to try and inspire other attacks. ISIS are instigating these kind of attacks over social media, reaching out to people directly in the West to encourage this form of violence.
Today, the landlord allowed media into the couple's home with no objection from police. Neither Malik nor Farouk had ever been in trouble with the law, and they were not on any watch lists. Their family also says they had no idea, and Farouk's sister says she's not sure if she can forgive her brother.
Do you think your brother deserves to be forgiven?
That's a hard question. I don't even know if I would forgive him just because of what he did.
In San Bernardino, California, I'm Paul Verkaman reporting.
Investigators haven't yet ruled out if the shooters acted with others in the area. And it's official, the halftime performer for Super Bowl's 50th Super Bowl, has been announced. Fans found out today the group Coldplay will headline Super Bowl 50's halftime show. The British rock band has a string of best-selling albums and is known for hits such as Clocks and Viva La Vida. Their new album, A Head Full of Dreams, is due out Friday. Super Bowl 50 will take place at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, California on Sunday, February 7th. And Carter, the Super Bowl may be a little while away, but a reigning high school women's basketball champ took to the hardwood last night. Am I correct?
You are indeed correct, Ann. Plus, the Ohio men's basketball team travels to New York this weekend. Find out who the Bobcats face here shortly. And there was a ton of TVC basketball last night. Find out which girls' teams were most successful in just a couple seconds. Stay tuned to WOUB. Here's a look at what's coming up tonight on your public television station. Welcome back, I'm Carter Eckel. Our high school basketball coverage is underway, and last night there were 5 girls games that took place in the TVC. The Athens Lady Bulldogs and the Nelsonville York Lady Buckeyes squared off for the first time since Athens won the conference last season. This was a different story, however, as the Lady Buckeyes forced 22 first-half turnovers on their way to a 48-22 victory. The Lady Buckeyes improved to 2-0, while Athens falls to 0-3. The Lady Bulldogs play again tonight at St. Joe's. Over in Albany, the Lady Spartans snuck out a victory over the Lady Vikings. Leah Richardson dropped 22 points for Alexander, including the game-winning basket with just 6 seconds left in regulation. Alexander stays perfect with the win, now sitting at 3-0 so far this season. Elsewhere in TVC action, the River Valley Lady Raiders swashbuckled the Megs Lady Marauders 57-28. The Lady Raiders jumped out of the half on a 12-0 run, extending their winning streak to 3 games to start the season. Switching to a conference game out in the Hocking, the Lady Tornadoes of Southern took down Eastern 60-45. The Lady Eagles turned the ball over 16 times and committed 25 fouls while trailing the entirety of the game. Southern is now 3-1, while the defending Hocking champs now sit at 500. To the mat, where Ohio Wrestling announced 4 new student athletes who will compete for the Cats in the fall of 2016. Frank Bruno, Mario Guillen, Logan Erdman, and Nick Sfarda have all signed their letters of intent to join the Green and White. All 4 will leave high school with major recognitions and a ton of wins, as Bruno, Erdman, and Sfarda boast a combined high school record of 370 wins and 44 losses. Ohio indoor track and field kicked off their season earlier today at the Marshall Open. The Cats picked up a 71-35 win over Redford in their first meet before falling to Marshall 65-48. Sophomore Ellen Isaac finished in first place in the 5K, while junior Taylor Smith won the high jump, reaching a vertical of 1.7 meters. Freshman Gracie Huff finished second in the 400-meter dash as well. The Bobcats return to action on January 16th at the Doug Raymond Invitational. The Ohio men's hoop squad travels to the Riley Center in Olean, New York, where they will rematch against the St. Bonaventure Bonnies. The Bonnies toppled the Cats last season, beating Ohio 80-70 in the Convocation Center. For Ohio, limiting turnovers will be key, as the Cats have coughed up the ball an average of 16.5 times a game this season. The Bonnies are 4-2 so far, led by Marcus Posley and Dion Wright, who combined produce an average of over 35 points per game. The Bonnies are coming off of a loss against Hofstra last Saturday. Tip-off is scheduled for 4 p.m. this Saturday. Out of New York and to Provo, Utah, where the Ohio volleyball team takes on the BYU Cougars in the first round of the NCAA tournament. The Bobcats enter as the Mid-American Conference champions, but not on the best foot after getting swept by Dayton just 7 days ago. BYU is the 13th seed in the tournament and made it all the way to the NCAA tournament finals last season. Bobcats play-by-play announcer Jake Hermata made the trip out to Cougar territory, so listen in to his call of the match online at ohiobobcats.com. The broadcast is scheduled to start at 8:50 p.m. I'm Carter Eckel, and that's it for sports. Back to you, Ann.
Thanks, Carter. Santa is getting an update to his old red suit. Meet Hipster Santa. His look is updated this year, complete with a sport jeans, a sweater, and a man bun. He posed for pictures with children at a mall in Portland, Oregon yesterday. And get this, Hipster Santa is also health conscious. He gives the sleigh a break and tools around his bike when he's not delivering toys. Now, Ann, as Santa comes through, are we expecting any snow or any precipitation this week?
No, actually this weekend's going to be great. I know it's early December and you're thinking, oh, I don't really want to go outside, but it's going to be a really mild weekend. So if you do have outdoor plans, definitely get outside. We'll see lots of sunshine, but tonight it will be chilly out there. 26 degrees for your low this evening, mostly clear skies, and then taking a look at your Saturday. 54 your high tomorrow, mostly sunny skies. So those sunny skies will stick around through Saturday and Sunday. So take advantage of this weekend if you have outdoor decorating plans. Do enjoy those, because we're going to see temperatures in the mid-50s, which is well above average for this time of year. And then a slight chance for some rain showers on Monday, but I think most of us stay dry. And then again, a pleasant middle of the work week next week. So temperatures in the upper 40s for Monday and Tuesday, but then right back to the lower 50s for Wednesday and Thursday. And then sunny skies, so definitely enjoy this weather, because this is rare for this time of year in December, Ann.
It definitely is. I'm really kind of taking advantage of not having the snow and not having to worry about snow coats and snow boots. But thank you, Ann. And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. I'm Ann Jacob. Stay tuned for the PBS NewsHour coming up next. And you can remember to find the latest news anytime online at WOUB.org. Have a great night.
Decided to do a planned gift because I want to ensure that PBS will be around for my grandchildren and hopefully great-grandchildren. I would hope that others, when doing their estate planning, would include their PBS station. My PBS station is part of my community.